Hi everyone, my name is Priya and I'm the Director of Decision Strategy at Strategic Thinking Systems. Strategic Thinking Systems is an AI thought partner designed to help you and your team make better decisions. So we're not here to make the decisions for you. We don't want AI to make the decisions for you. We want AI to guide you so you make better decisions for yourselves. I'm going to create this video so that you will know how to get started with STS and what to do if you don't know where to begin. STS is for people who have problems, challenges, they want to work through ideas, they're creative, they are innovating, and they need to work through these complex ideas to achieve a decision, a result, an outcome that they can then action. So if that's you, STS is for you. If that isn't you, you may not find value in STS. I'm speaking to the people who have problems and challenges and love finding solutions to those problems and challenges. So when you enter STS, you will see a space that looks like this. You will see a welcome folder. It might say welcome, click here, start here. You may see a different version of this, but essentially something that invites you and welcomes you into the STS platform. All you have to do is, this is called a folder. What you're going to do is click on this folder and you're going to enter a new space. Then you're going to see this rectangular space, and these are boards. They're similar, I suppose, to files or within a folder. So you can click on this board. And this first board is just going to guide you to a few different resources we provide. So there's a documentation or help section. And if you click right on this little paperclip, it'll take you directly to there. So you can just click on that paperclip and you can go directly to our help section. It'll tell you about our YouTube channel, our website, and our LinkedIn page. So you can just click on these various paperclips and it'll take you directly to that particular resource so you can get more ideas and help in terms of how to use STS or strategic thinking systems. So I'm going to give you an example scenario where you might solve a problem and you might not know where to begin and how to use STS in that scenario. So what I'm going to do is click on this blue bubble to the top right and click on Create New Board. And then what you'll see is this top section that says Templates. And there are various templates that you can use. One of my favorite ones is the O1 template, and I'll explain why I like this template. We do have videos that will guide you through the remaining templates, but I'm going to focus on the O1 template today. So I'm going to click on that. And let's say my challenge is I want to scale my business. So I'm going to call this board Business Scaling. And you can think of any challenge, really any challenge under the sun. What's my passion? What's my next startup mission? How do I grow my team? You can ask any question. STS is going to guide you through the process because we've all heard that sort of scenario. You don't know what you don't know. So often when you're in that place, you don't even know what questions to ask. So I'm going to show you how to use STS to start getting the wheels turning and helping you gather the data from various resources so you can get really good answers to your questions. So I'm going to now, I've got the template selected, I've got the board named, and I'm going to click on Create Board. And here you go. We've got the business scaling board has been created, but now I have to click on this board to enter it. So now I have entered the board. We see the title, business scaling. So this space is what we call a board. This gray space is called a frame, and you might think about it like organizing sections of a slide deck. So each gray frame would be a section of your deck, and then we have what we call lists, which are the white areas. These titles of lists are then entered into our AI colleague. So you can see you have an AI colleague because we'll often have a title like AI colleague, and you will see this title. This is your helpful AI colleague. That's how you know you have an AI colleague. Below that, you will see this area that is outlined in blue with a title in blue as well. So this is our generic AI that we're working with. So I'm going to go back to the list. So this white area is called our list, and it has a title called Ideas and Results. Now, if I click on this blue box that has blue lettering and a blue outline, when I click on it, a window pops up. And here in this window, you will see Ideas and Results, which is the title of this list. And I can change the title of that list just by typing over it, and the title will change here. So when you see all of these titles here, and you check on these boxes, you can select these lists. So I'm going to select Ideas and Results for this scenario. And then you can choose an AI assistant. So for this particular scenario, I'm going to choose our question assistant. I don't know where to begin. I don't know what I want to do. I just know I want to scale my business. I don't even know what questions to ask. So I'm going to start with the question assistant. Actually, I don't need any context right now. I'm going to click on done. And I'm going to ask it, how do I scale my business? It's a pretty generic request. And you'll notice it's not a great prompt, it's not a great question, and I made an error. And yet, the AI is now asking me questions. What are your current business operations? What does your business look like right now? What are your core products or services, and how are they delivered? Who's your target market? Who's your audience? Are there new markets that you're considering entering as part of your scaling strategy, your revenue streams, your resources? It's asking me what my challenges are, goals, objectives, timeline, competitive landscape. Now I have an entire series of questions that I need to answer. So you see this list is outlined in blue. That means the list is selected. Then I will click on select cards, which is going to allow me to select all the cards in this list. And I'm going to choose the list where I want to put this information. So I'm going to click and you'll see the blue outline. I'm going to click on selected cards and I will cut and paste. So here we go. We have all the questions moved over from the question assistant. Answer these questions to the best of your ability. And if you don't have an answer, for example, maybe you're not clear in your target market, you can start doing research on that to get more clarity. Now I don't need this first card. I'm just going to delete it. And there might be a card at the bottom. Yes, I don't need this last card, so I'm going to delete that as well. So I just highlight the card and I click on delete card. So now I have a list of questions. Now, because I don't have a real business, I'm going to call this, I'm just going to call this list of questions. So I'm going to change the title. Because I don't have a real business, I'm going to ask the AI to create a scenario for me. So to do that, I'm going to click this list. I'm going to add a list to the right. What I would recommend that you do is sign up to STS and watch this video, pause it, and then go through each step with me and customize your questions and your answers in terms of what is right for you. Don't just watch this video, because if you watch it without doing it, it's going to feel very, very complicated. If you go into STS and follow the steps and watch what I'm doing, you're going to notice that this process is relatively easy. So what I've done here is I'm going to do a little cheat, and I'm going to get these questions answered by the AI. So I'm going to say answers to questions. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use this list of questions. So I'm going to enter the list of questions into the AI. I'm going to choose none here, which gives me the generic AI. And I'm going to say provide mock answers to these questions and describe the business. So our business is Echo Gizmo. It's a company dedicated to developing and selling eco-friendly gadgets and solutions aimed at reducing carbon footprints and promoting sustainable living. We focus on innovative products that make everyday life more sustainable without compromising on convenience or style. So here's the mock answers to the questions. Here's the current business operations. You see the current business operations. And it's designing, manufacturing, etc. Our target market, you see target market. Our primary target audience includes environmentally conscious consumers, age 18 to 45, etc. Next, you'll see revenue streams and resources, etc. So it worked. The AI gave me an answer for a mock business. So I'm going to select this list. I'm going to select all the cards. I'm going to put them in this list. I'm going to cut and paste. And now my next step is to use this answers to questions list, the mock answers. Actually, I'm going to change the name. So I'm just going to call these mock answers instead to business questions. So I'm going to call it that. So now when I click on the generic eye, you see mock answers to business questions. The name of the list changed because I changed the name. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask our strategy officer. I'm going to choose a strategy officer here, and you have many options. You have an AI officer, customer experience, finance, fundraising, etc. I'm choosing the strategy officer. I'm going to click done. I'm going to make sure that changes to strategy officer. That's how I know it's chosen. And I know the list is chosen. And then now I'm going to ask, how can we scale our business? So what is happening now is the AI has a persona of a strategy officer, and it's taking all these mock answers into account when providing solutions for scaling. So I'm going to hit enter. And if this was a real scenario, you wouldn't be using the mock answers. You would be filling in custom details about your business. So the answers that you would get from the AI would be customized for your business. So here we go: strategic partnerships, market expansion, funding and investment, product innovation, etc. You might say, well, we already have strategic partnerships and alliances. So you might say, I don't need that. We're going to delete that card. I'm going to delete it. This particular business here, targeting the European market, conduct a thorough market analysis to understand regional preferences and then tailor your marketing strategy. Perhaps this is one we're going to keep. Securing additional capital by showcasing your growth potential. I like that. Let's keep that. You would decide what works for you in your business. Perhaps you decide to do some product innovation, improve supply chain management, and some technology integration, as well as marketing, brand positioning, and risk management and customer experience. And then, of course, some performance monitoring. So as you go through this list, you might say, okay, we're keeping the rest like I did. And now I'm going to add a list to the right. And I'm going to write scaling strategy. And I'm going to cut and paste, select cards. I'm going to cut and paste. And then let's just say we focus on the market expansion. So I'm going to add a list to the right. Focus on market expansion. I'm going to move this over because I want to focus on this right now. I can come back to the rest later. So now I'm going to add this market expand. Oops, I didn't type that right correctly. So I'm going to fix that. There we go. So now we have market expansion. I'm going to keep my mock answers because they provide some context. And because it's market expansion, I'm going to try out our marketing officer here. I'm going to click done. I'm going to give a really generic prompt. Guide me through this process. And it should give me something along the lines of conducting market analysis to understand regional preferences. So let's see what happens. So here you go. See, I'd be happy to guide you through this from a marketing perspective. So it's giving marketing strategy development, brand management, market research analysis. And you just go through this process and step by step evolve it until you get the results you want. You would go through, use this tool to develop your strategy, make decisions, and then you would leave the tool to do additional work, bring some data back to the tool, and keep evolving and applying to your business and bringing that data back to the tool and making more and more decisions. So you can do this with literally any problem, challenge, or decision under the sun. And I would love it if after watching this video, you comment below, let me know what kinds of problems you want to think through. Sign up at STS42.com, follow this video, test it out for yourself, change the problems, change the scenarios, try all sorts of different things. Let me know again what problems you'd like to think through, and I'll make more videos that are relevant to you. And we'll keep making more of these so I can help you get the most benefit from strategic thinking systems.